Now, the court coalition is on a warpath with President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto over their powers and privileges as they await swearing in. Court claims the duo are subverting the constitution, assuming powers of the president, yet a Supreme Court petition has not been dispensed. However, expert opinion differs from CORD's, and as Sam Ogina reports, the burden of proof lies squarely with CORD to prove that Uhuru and Ruto's actions are contrary to the assumption of the Office of the President Act 2012.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga has engaged President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta in a frosty argument over Uhuru's privileges as President-elect. The CORD team in essence claiming Uhuru is overstepping his mandate, acting like a sworn-in president even before an election petition seeking to overturn his election is dispensed of.
I want to challenge my brother not to behave as if he's already a president who has been handed over the instruments of power.
It is so difficult to draw a line between acting for his own interest and acting as part of the preparation for his swearing-in ceremony, or acting as part of gathering of information as a president-elect, because the law allows him to seek and receive any information which relates to his office as a president.
But as CORD fires salvos at the president-elect, the assumption of Office of the President Act 2012 appears to have insulated Uhuru and his deputy William Ruto from some of the attacks. The Act and Article 9 guarantees the president-elect and deputy president-elect, upon declaration of the final results of a presidential election, adequate security. The Act goes further in Article 10, stating that the assumption of office of the President Committee, now chaired by Head of Civil Service Francis Kimemia, ensures the President-elect receives security briefings from the respective national security organs. CORD has bashed Uhuru's continued transaction of official business and use of state resources equivalent to that of a president. Nonetheless, therein lies a grey area in the Act that does not explicitly indicate if Uhuru should be flying Air Force jets separately to his wife, as witnessed recently in Mombasa. Equally, the president-elect has been issuing statements construed as policy statements, like denouncing privatization of the Mombasa port, to the outcry of CORD that he is misusing public resources.
So desist from using state resources. The motorcades, the aircrafts and so on, those are still premature.
It will be easier for the president to justify his actions under the Assumption of Office Act than anyone else alleging that he is acting outside the Act. That is the bottom line.
Although the assumption of the Office of the President Act 2012 in Article 11 indicate the President-elect, in consultation with the committee, carry out preparation as may be necessary for the purpose of assuming office, and as such may request information from a public officer to aid in his preparations. A public officer defying the request from a president-elect may face severe punitive actions of 2 years imprisonment term or a fine of 1 million shillings, or both. With the assumption of the Office of the President Act 2012, an act of parliament shielding President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta's actions, while the CORD coalition might just have opened a war front on a document some of its members helped legislate in parliament. Sam Ogina, KTN, Nairobi.